Hey there, Leo, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directive. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it. Move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to talk about the energy of the Sun in Cancer. That is June 21st through July 21st. We start off with an eclipse happening at 0 degrees of Cancer on June 21st. So, big deal. Then there's also an eclipse this month on the 5th. And it's in Capricorn. For you, that would be your 8th house of transformation. No, that's your 6th house of balance. Sixth house of balance. I had to do the math. And then there's another new moon in Cancer, which is 12th house. So your 12th house is really being lit up this month. So something to be thinking about is where in your life are things shifting out of the energy? Where's breaking down? It's kind of like that, like the caterpillar and the cocoon energy, as far as working with letting things dissolve and dissipate from your life, so you can plant new seeds of intention regarding your belief system, your spirituality, your goals, your dreams, so that you can help manifest them. And so with this new moon eclipse happening, and then followed up by another new moon in your house of your hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes, you can really plant the seeds for what it is that you want to take forward into the next year. So that's pretty cool. So it is about being willing to walk away from, to release and let go of, to prune out what doesn't work in order to create space in your life. Before I go any further, I don't want to forget, please leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It tells me that you appreciate my time and my energy. But leave me a comment or an emoji, because then I get your name, and I will, on the mid-month videos, I will pull a card at the end of each mid-month video so on the Leo video, anyone on Leo that has commented on this or this week's coming up, I will pull a card and do a card reading for somebody. So be in the drawing for that. So you have the 10 of Wands energy for your overall energy. There is a situation where you are packing up and you're moving on. See how she's dropped a few of the wands on her way? She set them down as reminders. It feels like these are the memories. These were the key turning points in my life. But they're behind me and they're lighting the way for me to move forward. But I'm carrying less. I'm moving on. So it's like she's dropping her burdens as she goes. I really like that card so much as far as the way it expresses the energy of the 10 of Wands. Instead of being overburdened, it's like I've made a decision and I'm moving forward. It says I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me to tend to the essentials. I'm only taking with me what I need, and all this other stuff is just merely baggage that I'm leaving behind because it weighs me down. So let's get into the reading. I'm doing the 9-card spread. If you've never been here before, I will explain it as we go along. Do you like my cloth with the blueberries? I really like it. Okay, so the first card that comes out will be for the key to the situation. And then we will cover past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, and actions. I have clarifiers for them. And so let's just see what Spirit wants to talk about. You actually have 2, which is interesting because, okay, so the key to the situation has to do with a tribe. So in your heart, where do you feel at home? Where do you feel at home? And you have the round and the round. And the round and the round card is about, we go through cycles in our life. And every time we come back to that spot where we started out, only now we're from a higher vantage point. So it's something that feels familiar. It's something that you've been through before and now you're going through it again. But this time you're leaving behind the baggage because you're like, wait, I learned something. I know something. Look what I've learned. And now I'm seeing it from a higher perspective, because the spiral, you go up. And so you come back to the same space, but now you have a higher perspective and you can see things. You can see things, and there's so much more clarity in it. So let's make enough space here. I'm using very large cards. A lot of times when I do this, I use the little Lenormands, but these cards really wanted to be used today. So we're going with that. So you are poised. Look at this. Your overall energy is that you are poised. You are poised, and this card really wanted to show itself. So you are poised, and you are blessed, and you are protected. Okay, so this movement forward, that this thing that you are doing, that you're moving forward on, you need to. It's good for you. It's healthy. It feels divinely orchestrated on a level. Okay, so in the recent past, so this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. You've been trying to figure out how to mend a situation. But it looks like now you're like, okay, that's not working. Okay, the transformation is the To Be Fair card. So when I see this card, this to me looks like legal justice. It's about karmic balance. It's about understanding that, oh wow, I never noticed that before. Huh. Okay, so if you look closely, one side of the scale has, this one right here, it has the fortune cookie. That's a card of it's not for you. And on the other card, on the other scale, it has peace. It's the card of the egg that's for peace. That is really cool. I've had this deck forever, never noticed that. So it's about what's not for you that brings you back into balance and being willing to let it go, being willing to set it down. It could be a relationship, but it could be attitude. It could be resentment. It could be expectations that are unrealistic. It could be a job. It could be I already said relationship. Relationship could be intimate, personal, business, or within a family or friend situation. So this is happening in your house of hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. But that's where Cancer resides. But we have that eclipse, the lunar eclipse, happening in your house of balance. And so how do you bring about the balance? How do you bring yourself back? And look, she is balanced. Poised for the future, but she is standing on one foot and she is balanced. And so how do you bring about the balance in your life so that in your heart you feel comfortable and safe where you are? This feels really brutal. I'm sorry. Okay. It is not an easy ending. You have the never-ending story, and it's up in your thoughts, and I feel like, do you need more information? If there is some way for you to have the hard conversations with anybody that could shed some light, some clarity on your situation, because the future hasn't happened yet. Right? The future hasn't happened yet, and you can create what you want in the future. And so if you're really willing to release and let go, have the hard conversations with whoever, if you can. If not, I mean, I really don't want you to sit in the energy of the never-ending story. This is the I've been here before, and I just don't know. I don't feel like I have closure when I have this. And when I have this 10 of Wands here, that's seeking closure. That is letting things go. And so what can you do to allow yourself to release something, to bring it into balance? In the recent past, there has been the struggling with trying to be perfect, trying to do things just so and having it not work out. Like, I'm trying to be the perfect son, daughter, wife, mother, father, boss, employee, friend, and I try to do everything by the book, but it's not working. That's what it feels like. Like, I'm trying my best here. It's just not working. Why does nothing ever work out for me? So in your heart space, you have the yang energy, and the yang energy really, really asks you to reach, to be willing to do what you need to do to mend your own heart, to fill up your own bucket of love in this situation. This is the masculine principle of movement and creative activity. The power to make things happen and taking action represents propelling yourself forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Make it happen. It's in your heart space. So there's a desire that you want, that you can get to, that you can create for yourself. In your heart, you need to open up to make it happen. And sitting in the never-ending story energy in your head is going to make that really difficult. And so if you don't want to end up just being poised, but you actually want to start moving things forward, if you cannot get closure, like you got fired and you don't know why, or, you know, someone broke up with you, you don't know why, or you lost a loved one and there was unfinished business, you can write a letter to somebody who will not speak to you or cannot speak to you. And as you're writing, you're channeling your higher self, and information and guidance will come to you. It is a really good way to let out your anger or to find healing and closure. And then you burn that sucker. That's how you actually let it go. You turn it over to spirit. And I know what it sounds like, but you're a fire sign. And look, she's got her torches. I release to the ethers. I release to the ethers. Give it a shot. See if it doesn't work for you. So in the recent past, sitting in this thought process, thinking, not doing. It's been an obstacle. This is in that area of the obstacles. It's overthinking of a process. Oh, geez Louise. You are very, very currently very sad. This is not an easy transition for you. I really want you to focus on this. That you're being protected and guided. You are poised for greatness. You're poised to fly. You're just going to have to let yourself go. And part of the healing process. Okay, so you have chop wood. Chop wood says, get up every day, take a shower. Comb your hair, get something healthy to eat, go for a walk. If that's all you can do, you've done a lot. But it is in the doing the day-to-day routine tasks, of putting one foot in front of the other, not expecting too much of yourself, except to do the. It helps time to pass, which allows healing to happen. In a breakup situation, a loss either of somebody who has died or a loss of a job or a relationship, it generally takes about 1 month per year of that relationship to heal through it, right? So to get through that energy and to find the closure in a healthy way. And in the meantime, though, you need to keep living. You need to keep moving forward. You need to be taking some action to help yourself heal. She's lightening the burden by letting things go. So what can you let go of? Anger, resentment, disappointment, sadness. Feel your feels. I would never say bottle those up, but express them in a healthy way and keep doing the day-to-day living thing that you need to do. It's hard because sometimes you just want to curl up in bed and cry. I've been there, done that. Oh, wow. Yeah, you are really... I am so sorry. Leo, whatever this is, I am so sorry. It says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. This is sadness that will heal with time. You have the 3 of Winter, which is the 3 of Swords energy here. There is something that... But I want you to remember that karmic justice is happening. Like this, whatever this is, it needed to go to create space for new opportunities. You're poised and you're blessed. You are being helped along. Keep your heart open. If this is in the heart space, and look at that fire right there, that's like that is an open heart. Keep your heart open for another opportunity. And this might be a good time to let you know I do private readings, and that information is also below. If you want a little bit more help on some aspect of this about where you're going next, you know, okay, this feels like a romantic relationship that broke up because you have romance. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. Or, okay, let's say you've lost a job. Well, then turn your attention to what you still have. If you've lost a relationship, I just want to say this is in the future because we have this yang where you have your heart open and things are happening that are good. And this tribe that you're finding where you belong. And so if this is a romantic relationship that you have lost, I would say love is on the horizon. If you have a change in another aspect of your life, or you've lost a loved one, who's left in your life that you can shower your love on to not feel so alone and so orphaned? What can you do? Who can you spend time with? And you know, okay, so it says romance, but it could also be friends, right? It's lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. You know, maybe it's your dog. And that's okay. Because dogs are loyal. They give back. But when you've suffered a loss, take stock of where you are and what do you still have around you? Who do you still have around you that you could be giving some time and attention to help you through the healing process? This chop wood, right? Wow, this is a card I did not expect. Oh, it makes so much sense. Okay, so you have persistent drive, shark. Look at that. Who saw that coming? Okay, it says, see what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. You are poised. You are blessed. Please do not allow yourself to dwell in this negative energy. Because what I see here is opportunity on the horizon. Something really beautiful and wonderful, but you're going to have to go for it. And if you're laying in bed feeling miserable, you're going to miss or delay. Not necessarily miss, because what is yours will always be yours. What is not yours will disappear. And sometimes things are ours for just a certain length of time, and then oh, I hate that. Really? Okay. They say, and they've served their purpose. Okay, so they've taught you the lesson that they came to teach. They brought the love that they could while they were here, but now they had to go. I mean, I really feel this feels really, it feels not really like a job. But for some of you, it may be that. I am divinely guided, gently and lovingly sanctuary. You are not on your own. You think you are, but you're not. Look for the tribe in your life, that the people that support you, your support system. What is it that you want? And allow yourself to start moving in that direction. To help heal, be willing to let go of the resentments. And I just saw you writing and burning. So please write down stuff that makes you angry, resentful, upset, or say a loved one has passed and you didn't get a chance to say goodbye for whatever reason. You know, it happened suddenly, or COVID, they won't let you in, the hospital, whatever it is. And there's so much you want to say it. Write it down. And then turn it over to Spirit. And understand that through this process, you are being guided, you are being protected, you are wrapped up in the loving, warm blanket of Spirit. And then decide what it is that you want and start moving toward it. Be persistent and take some action. And just do the day-to-day stuff. Chop wood, haul water, just get out of bed, keep moving forward. It is through the movement that you shift the energy around you, which allows you to move forward. So keep moving. It doesn't have to be at a fast pace. She's not running. She's walking. Okay? All right. You take care of yourselves. All right? Leave me a comment so I can put you in for the drawing for the card draw. And you know, take good care of yourselves. Do the healing that you need to do, but keep moving. All right? You take care.